Police investigating arson attack in Black River Market. Less persons turning up at hospital with gunshot wounds. Gangster charged with murder. Into Miami and Cavaliers will clash tonight. This is Undiluted News. Mikey Bones reporting. The police are investigating a suspected arson attack in the Black River Market in St. Elizabeth on Saturday morning. A man and a woman were injured in that incident. The woman was hospitalized in serious condition after sustaining multiple burns all over her body, and it's reported that about 2 o'clock the victims were asleep in the market when they were set ablaze by unknown assailants. Firefighters located immediately beside the market responded to the blaze. The injured vendors were rushed to hospital for treatment. Fire personnel said that the woman sustained severe burns all over her body, while the man suffered injuries to a foot and a hand. A bottle with chemical liquid was reportedly found on the scene, and you can just ask yourself, how cruel can one be? Anything ever burn you upon your finger yet? Just remember how hurtful that was. Then imagine being set on fire. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has called for mothers to play a greater role in encouraging their sons to avoid a life of crime and violence. Dr. Holness, speaking at Tuesday's post-cabinet press briefing, said statistics have shown that men are the main perpetrators and victims of crime and violence in Jamaica. Against this background, he called for women to reach out to their male relatives who are inclined to participate in criminal activities and urge them to avoid the cycle of violence. The Prime Minister reiterated his message that the government has taken a zero-tolerance approach to people involved in crime. And if you can't hear, you will feel, as the police are now on a mission not to bring any criminals in, but to send them to Neverland. So far, we keeping the count, and I have already counted 60 persons killed by the police since the start of this year. That was 60 in 65 days. Cornwall Regional Hospital is reporting a decline in the number of people turning up at the facility requiring treatment for bullet wounds as the police report a decline in murders across the island. But the hospital is grappling with an increased load of trauma cases due to motor vehicle crashes. Dr. Delroy Frey, clinical coordinator for the Western Regional Health Authority, revealed on Tuesday that 27 fewer people required treatment for bullet wounds up to the end of February this year when compared with the corresponding period last year. Dr. Frey is now calling for more focus to be placed on road safety. But that's going to be hard because most people driving in Jamaica have no idea how to drive properly. Mark Gordon, the attorney who was charged in connection with a multi-million-dollar real estate fraud, was granted bail in the sum of $400,000 when he appeared in the criminal division of the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Tuesday. Gordon is scheduled to return to court on June 2nd, when outstanding bank statements and a missing document report are expected to be presented to the court. He faces multiple charges including forgery, conspiracy to defraud, engaging in transactions involving criminal property, and demanding property using forged documents. Those charges stem from allegations that Gordon submitted fraudulent documents to the National Land Agency to facilitate the transfer of two properties in Ironshore in Montego Bay valued at $18 million to a buyer. Gordon is accused of collecting funds to the properties. However, the alleged property owner has denied ever hiring Gordon to handle the transaction. And as part of his bail condition, Gordon is required to report to the Constant Spring Police Station every Monday and Tuesday between 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. A man who police said is a top-tier member of the 33-lane gang from Walton Park Road in St. Andrew has been charged in connection with a murder committed in the community in January. Andrew Watson, otherwise called Luther, a 38-year-old farmer from Walton Park Road, is charged with the brutal murder of 21-year-old Jonathan J.J. Martin, who resided at 33 Lane. Investigators revealed that about 8 p.m. on Friday, January 10th, several men confronted Martin at his residence and demanded that he leave the area. The group then beat him with boards before chasing him along Brotherton Avenue, where he was shot and killed. And just before we go to sports, I will be back on 25th Century Radio this and every Saturday between 4 p.m. and 7 p.m. come listen to some good music and get some music lessons as we play the music and then talk from when dancehall was made out of bamboo and coconut bow to concrete structure without windows and doors. It was malt on the ground and your black shoes would be white next day when you're done shuffle to the ska beat. It is not a journey, it's a music lesson as we play from the 50s to current day ragamuffin style. That's 25th Century Radio, that's a 2 and a 5 centuryradio.com. Onto sports, the Jamaica Premier League resumed last night following the strike action by referees that saw the postponement of the first set of games in the third round of the competition set for Sunday and Monday. Match officials stayed away from games set for Sunday and Monday as they had not received payment for games done in the first two rounds of the competition. Reports were that just under 8 million was owed to the referees. The one game played last night was between Mullins United and Veer United. Mullins, who were in 12th place, beat second to last place team Veer United 3-2 and now move into 10th place by passing Harborview by 2 points, who have 24 points. 6 games are scheduled for tonight, including an interesting clash with top team Mount Pleasant and 6th place Waterhouse. Over in Fort Lauderdale tonight, we'll also see Cavaliers from Jamaica taking on Lionel Messi and the Inter Miami star-studded team in Fort Lauderdale. The match is among the most significant matches any soccer team from Jamaica or the Caribbean has played because of Messi. The World Cup champions' presence alone makes this feel like a David versus Goliath matchup. That's actually my favorite Bible story, Cavaliers FC coach and sporting director Rodolph Speed said during a news conference yesterday. Speed was in a light-hearted or an airy mood before the matchup. The match will be available on FS2 in English and VIX in Spanish. Match time is 8 p.m. and me turning off my phone until the match is done. So family members dial 911 for any emergency. And if you missed the news on this station, please go to YouTube, type in Jamerican Undiluted News, listen, like, share, hit the notification bell, and keep it going. That's news and sports on your favorite radio. My name is Mikey Bones. I gone.